This demonstration shows virtual creatures that were evolved to perform specific tasks in simulated physical environments. Swimming speed was used to determine survival. Most of the creature's behaviors emerge from the randomness inherent in the evolutionary process. Some developed strategies similar to those in real life, while others struggled to get the right balance and proceed to tumble over. Once they're evolved, multiple copies of these creatures can be made and simulated together in the same environment. The next group of creatures were evolved for their ability to move and eat food in a simulated land and water environment with gravity and friction. Some were found to be simple solutions where only few parts were found but needed some kind of assistance, while others were fairly efficient, such as this simple small fish behavior. Here is an odd cousin of the previous. A mutation caused it to use its tail to propel itself forward. Others felt like they needed to be territorial for their food. This seemingly smaller creature appeared to prefer threatening other creatures despite its small size. We can watch in real time how a complex ocean-like creature can evolve its body to figure out how to swim faster, ultimately surviving from generation to generation. We can continue to observe just how creative each creature can become, despite never explicitly being programmed with any movement patterns or behaviors. These same creatures that evolved on land can also be placed in water, where they proceed to adapt to their new environment. The most critical point to understand about this simulation is just how simple these creatures were at the beginning. Starting with no arms, no legs, and no innate sense of survival, they were able, through evolution, to continually adapt and become extraordinarily complex. So complex, in fact, that recreating their behaviors and structures manually would be nearly impossible for a human. Finally, we must understand how creative evolution can be. When applying the same strategies to a two-dimensional world, we have found that this has also created cell-like movements that we would typically see through a microscope. We do not yet fully understand how or why certain behaviors emerge. What we can do, however, is remain patient, observe carefully, and embrace the idea that extraordinary complexity can arise from remarkable simplicity. Stay curious. The world is an interesting place.